Ryan Reynolds is widely known as a Hollywood actor, especially for his role in Deadpool. Perhaps that is how most people would still see him if, at some point, he hadn't decided to buy shares in Wrexham, a football club from the 5th tier of the English league system. A few years later, the entire world would be talking about Reynolds and the team. You're watching Rabona, and today you'll hear one of the most cinematic football stories of the past decade. Let's go, guys! Wrexham AFC was founded in 1864, making it the oldest professional football club in Wales and one of the oldest clubs in the world. Based in the city of Wrexham, the club spent many years competing across the various levels of the English football system. However, most of its history was outside of the top tier. Historically, Wrexham won the Welsh Cup 23 times, a national record. In the first half of the 20th century, the team went through the division several times but never secured a stable place among the elite. In the 2007-2008 season, Wrexham were relegated from the English Football League to the National League, the 5th division. This setback resulted from a combination of poor football performance and financial decline, leading the club to spend 15 years outside the professional leagues until its purchase in 2021. In 2011, Wrexham faced the threat of bankruptcy to debts getting bigger and bigger, including liabilities to the tax authorities and risk discharge from the league. In response to the crisis, Supporters United, the Wrexham Supporters Trust (WST), raised the necessary funds to pay the required deposit, allowing the team to continue competing. After being rescued, the club was managed by the fan-run WST structure, which worked to stabilize finances. Until 2021, Wrexham remained in the National League following their 2008 relegation, repeatedly losing in the playoffs and failing in attempts to return to the English Football League. Investment, Wrexham not only couldn't offer its players good salaries, nor provide infrastructure like higher-level clubs. In the 2020-21 season, the team finished 8th in the National League, playing 46 matches and failing to reach the promotion playoff. From a governance perspective, the club relied heavily on local resources and fan support through the WST, which lacked substantial capital for infrastructure development. The historic racecourse ground stadium required modernization, but major improvements were impossible without external investment. After the purchase of Wrexham AFC by Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney in February 2021, the lower division English side underwent one of the most remarkable transformations in British football history. According to the owners, the idea behind the purchase wasn't only a sporting project but also a creation of an international club with soul and history, capable of reclaiming its place in the professional leagues and becoming a source of pride for the local community. In the interviews and press releases, both co-owners emphasized their ambition to build a sustainable, competitive and fan-focused club, and in the long term reach the Premier League, the highest level of English football. Sporting success followed quickly. After the takeover, the club achieved 3 major promotions, from the National League to League 2, then to League 1, and in 2025-26 season secured promotion to the Championship, the 2nd tier of the English football, for the first time since 1982. This marks a historic achievement, as Wrexham became the first club to achieve 3 straight promotions within the English league system. Their current position in the Championship table shows that the team continues to prove itself at a higher competitive level. According to the latest data for the 2025-26 season, Wrexham are currently positioned around the middle of the Championship table. Wrexham's financial performance under their new ownership has experienced dramatic growth. Corresponding to the official financial reports for the 2023-2024 season, the club's turnover reached £26.7 million, a 155% increase compared to the previous year. More than half of the revenue, around 52.1%, came from markets outside the United Kingdom, particularly North America, thanks to the club's global brand recognition and the popularity of the documentary series Welcome to Wrexham. Commercial revenue increased to £13.2 million, up from £1.9 million, while matchday income amounted to approximately £5 million, significantly strengthening the club's financial stability. The balance sheet showed a reduced loss of £2.7 million and the repayment of £15 million in loans to the owners, effectively clearing Wrexham's debt to its shareholders. The squad has also been transformed. During the off-season, the club invested in heavily reinforcements, spending around $40 million on transfers, including the £6.5 million signing of defender Ben Sheaf and a potential record £10 million move for Nathan Broadhead. The club also brought in experienced players such as Connor Cody and Liberato Kake. Beyond football matters, under the leadership of Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, the club expanded its commercial partnerships, increased international interest in the Red Dragons, and secured infrastructure investment. In the end of 2025, private investment fund Apollo Sports Capital acquired a minority stake in the club, with funds directed toward developing the racecourse ground stadium and strengthening the squad, confirming a long-term growth strategy. After 3 consecutive promotions under Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney, Wrexham AFC's main objective is to reach the Premier League and establish themselves there as a competitive club. In a joint statement, the owners emphasized that the dream has always been to take the club to the Premier League while staying true to the town, officially reflecting their sporting ambitions. Wrexham also reached the FA Cup round of 16, overcoming strong opposition such as Nottingham and their way to facing Chelsea in London. We believe Wrexham has every chance to fight for a narrow penalty shootout victory, or, if they lose, to do this beautifully and with the honor. The club's strategic plans include upgrading infrastructure and widening the racecourse ground, increasing its capacity from the current 13,000 to over 18,000 seats, and potentially to 45,000 to 55,000 in the long term in order to meet elite competition standards and host international matches. Financially, Wrexham aimed to strengthen sustainability and increase income, after noticeable growth to £26.7 million in the turnover for 2023-24 season and projected revenues for around £50 million in 2025-26. The club plans to expand commercial streams, merchandise sales, approximately 100,000 shirts sold last season, half of them abroad, global sponsorship deals, and increased championship matchday revenues. The owners have also openly spoken about the need for sustainable growth and balancing sporting ambitions with economic realities, attracting external partners such as Apollo Sports Capital to finance infrastructure projects and reinforce the club's financial foundation. Therefore, the coming years for Wrexham are about competing at the top level of English football, developing income beyond £50 million, widening the stadium, and strengthening the brand's international presence, all while prioritizing sustainability and community values. And so, the dream of 2 legendary actors turned an ordinary small-town club into a top side with ambitions of reaching the Premier League. Dream big and do everything you can to achieve your goals. Will Wrexham reach its historic peak? We are going to see. That's all for today, friends. It was Rabona. See you soon.